Hi, I'm Sarah from The Upcoming. A real pleasure to be with you here in wonderful Berlin. Maybe you can talk a bit about why you wanted to make this documentary. I believe you were there when war first broke out, and this compulsion to sort of capture a time and place, but also, I guess, something positive amidst something very dark.
Hello. Yeah, nice to meet you. Yeah, I was in Ukraine as war broke out, so it was obvious for me. It was clear for me at once that I should make a document of time and place over there. Yeah, I tried my best to capture the spirit of the time, to talk to people, and to trace the changes in their moods and in their state also.
And what was the process like? How did you decide on your subjects, let's say? How many people did you speak to, and why did you want to zero in on these particular figures?
I began to talk to the people just on the street because I decided to make it spontaneously. One of the main protagonists is the most important protagonist is the city itself, city of Odessa. And I spoke to people and I noticed that they are not really willing to talk about the war. And then I understood that it would not be fair to show the people just like products of the circumstances. Yeah, I wanted to get deeper. I thought maybe especially to the at hard times, the memories and dreams is the most secure place where you can look for the hope and look for the consolation as well.
In the process of making it, what were some of the biggest challenges and what were some of the moments, the highlights for you?
Since I decided to make it spontaneously, okay, of course, I met my friends and my aunt also, but I appreciated to meet people just on the street. Yeah, it was not really easy, and I spent a lot of days without managing anything. Yeah, but I think all of my colleagues can tell you the same. It was a day that I didn't manage anything, so I put just my camera on the window ceiling, and I hoped just to capture at least a cat going through, yeah, from left to the right. Okay, 30 minutes passed and nothing, and then appeared this dog, but not. Yeah, it was not cat. I was disappointed. It was not from left to the right, but from right to the left. It was disappointed, and then it began to bombing. Yeah, and it was terribly awful. It was dangerous. It was unexpected. In the end, it is. I think it's very impressive part of the film.
When you have all that material, I guess also when you're making a documentary, a lot of it's also in the edit. You know, was that something that was very clear to you when you were making the film? How much footage did you have? How did you kind of narrow it down to the final film we see now?
You know, I had a lot of footage, and yes, of course, but I had to come to the end. I made documentaries before, but they all of them were shorter. Yeah, and I promised to my producer that I'm able to make a short documentary, and everybody would be happy with the short documentary. But this one is not really short; it's about 2 hours. So I had to make an end. Yeah, it is a lot of footage. It's I don't know, maybe about 100 hours. And there are a lot of scenes that are not included, unfortunately, maybe.
And what do you hope the impact of a film like this might be? Where, you know, a lot of documentaries might focus on sort of the horrors of war, or when people read about the war in the news, it can be quite overwhelming. Whereas actually to focus on people's dreams can feel something, you know, there's a light at the end of the tunnel. There's, you know, something to hold on to there amidst the most dark periods. So what do you hope people will take from the film?
I think it is very necessary and very important to focus on revealing so terrible things. Yeah, the world has to know. But my mission and my task this time was different. I wanted to avoid this dangerous temptation to take advantage of the situation. And I wanted to give the validity to the people, even if they are not crying, just by the power of art. I just wanted to keep this dignity and respect for the persons without showing them just as victims.
How do you perhaps see the role of film and cinema, but more broadly, kind of creativity in these moments that can feel very tumultuous? That can be an important thing to hold on to, not to let go.
I think when the filmmaking manages to reach the real depth, yeah, it is very important. If the piece of art, it doesn't matter which art, cinema, literature, poetry, music, is able to touch someone at his heart, then we have managed a lot. Yeah, it is. I think the aim of the art is to touch. Yeah, and only this way we can appeal to the humanity.
And what does it mean to you to have the film here at the Berlinale and providing a platform and, a point of discussion on the ongoing war, but also these points we've been saying, a sense of hope and a sense of humanity?
I am totally excited. I am really happy, and I appreciate it very, very much that the selection committee could appreciate this kind of filmmaking because it was risky. Yeah, I understood that this kind of filmmaking maybe not really fit the common expectations. But I hoped, I still hope, and I appreciate it very, very much. And I hope that those spectators, those people who would watch this film, would be touched. Yeah, and I hope that it would impress somebody.
And do you already know what you'll work on next? Have you already started your next film?
Yes, of course, I have my next plans, and but I would not publish it right now. Thank you.
No problem at all. Well, thank you so much for sharing all that with me. Huge congratulations on the film. I'm really
Thank you.
enjoying presenting it here in Berlin. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you.